Yeah, you wish. Yeah, too bad I had to register my hands in step as lethal weapons. Friggin' government made me do that.
What are you... Kid, seriously, are you for real?
Rock, are your feet registered?
Nobody's are. They don't even do that. This kid's insane.
Yeah, that's right. Better walk away.
I'm not going anywhere. What are you doing?
All right, Junior Adventurer.
The Buddy System is the 5th episode of Season 3. It first aired on June 29, 2008, and was written by Doc Hammer. In it, Dr. Venture hosts a day camp for fans of the old Rusty Venture cartoon. One day camper in attendance is Dermot Fichtel, who gets under the skin of Brock and Dean, while Hank immediately admires and befriends him. The episode starts out with a parody of an old advertisement for Young People's Day Camp, a private summer day camp for kids in the New York, New Jersey area. Also, in the background of the advertisement, pictures of kids playing scroll by. These are actually childhood pictures of Doc and Jackson. This is the first time that this character is no longer referred to as Johnny Quest. He has now been given the copyright-free Halloween costume name, Action Johnny. Pete is shown very briefly at the end of the episode, but according to the audio commentary, he can actually be heard faintly on the PA system throughout the episode. I've personally never noticed. This is the first appearance of Dermot Fichtel. Jackson and Doc speak on his character a bit more in the commentary.
I've been hearing a few rumbles going both ways on Dermot. Like he's a dead-on representation of the jackass that every one of us had to endure. And I befriended these kids. Like, I really thought that they had a German pistol. I mean, they told me they did, and my mom warned me against their friendship, but I befriended them.
The one in my neighborhood, I kid you not, his name was Skeet.
Really?
Yeah.
Neat. That's cool. I think mine was Fritz. And he had a dog that, I said this in the commentary.
Although I named him, didn't I? Dermot.
You named him Dermot.
Yeah.
We had no name for him.
Because the husky, tough kid in my neighborhood was Kevin McDermott when I was a kid.
Right.
And just that name Dermot sounds so
he's a direct
thick and...
He's a direct our neighborhood toughs. His name is Dermot, first name, and his last name is Fichtel. And I had a Fichtel that was like, he was almost feral. Like the legends about this kid who lived across the road, basically, is that he would sit on his house with like a bag of gravel from a driveway and just throw it at people.
This is also the first appearance of Dr. Z, who parallels the Johnny Quest recurring villain Dr. Zinn. And, not a new character, but this is the first appearance of the Dr. Mrs. the Monarch outfit that Dr. Mrs. the Monarch will primarily wear for the next few seasons. This is a fan-favorite episode, but I have to be honest, it's pretty far down on my list. First of all, this episode brings to the forefront a question that's always puzzled me, which is, just how famous is Dr. Venture? I've always assumed he's exactly as famous as Johnny Quest. However, if that were the case, then kids today wouldn't give a crap about him, and he certainly wouldn't be their hero.
If these kids find out that their hero has had sex, their heads will explode.
This episode also introduces Dermot, who is tough to love. I've softened on him over the years, but I initially just found him so off-putting that his presence took away from my enjoyment of the show. Fortunately for Dermot, Augustus St. Cloud came along to give him a break from my hatred. And finally, maybe I'm too much of a softie, but I've always been kind of disturbed by the kid that got killed in the E-Den. I don't even fully understand what Dr. Venture did here or why he looks so horrible. What do I like about this episode? Well, the whole Dermot's father mystery was kind of intriguing, even if it wasn't really set up as a mystery, but rather just the show heavily implying that Brock is his father. Dr. Mrs. the Monarch's new costume is obviously awesome, but probably my favorite thing is getting to see a flummoxed Brock. Previously, the closest we've seen to Brock like this is probably after a sexually frustrating interaction with Molotov. It's fun seeing a guy who's normally so collected just completely lose his cool. I love flummoxed Brock, and I love the Venture Brothers. As always, thank you for watching, and go Team Venture. Tune in next week for Dr. Quim Medicine Woman, and if you dug this video, share it with a friend. And if there was some huge glaring thing that I missed in this video, follow @Ventureverse Guide on Instagram to see these videos a week early and offer your input before I upload the final product.